Assemblymember Sharp Collins, you are recognized for your adjournment in memory.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is both a privilege and a profound honor to speak today about a man who had an impact on our communities and our institutions, the Honorable Leon Lawson Williams. I'm especially honored to be joined today by his children, Elisa Williams and Jeffrey Anderson, who carry forward his spirit and also his legacy. Leon Williams was a World War II veteran who became more than just a leader. He was a trailblazer, a public servant, and a champion for justice. In the broader San Diego community, where overt racism was a persistent experience for Mr. Williams, he was one of the first Black people to purchase a home in San Diego's Golden Hills community in 1947, defying a whites-only covenant for the area at that time. He also became the first Black person elected to the San Diego City Council in 1969, and later to the San Diego County Board of Supervisors in 1982, which was just recently filled with another supervisor during a special election. He broke barriers that had long excluded communities from democratic participation in our governance, but breaking barriers was never the final destination for him. It was merely the foundation. His true legacy is etched in the policies that challenge the status quo, the lies he have uplifted from the margins, and the city he dared to reimagine. He knew that the strength of a city is measured not by its wealth, but by its commitment to its most vulnerable population. And so he fought relentlessly, not just for the representation, but for real power. The power in hands of putting the power in the hands of our people, ensuring that no voice, no struggle, and no community was left unheard. His leadership led to the expansion of the San Diego public transit system, recognizing that mobility is a fundamental right that connects people to jobs, education, and family. And Mr. Williams serves on that governing board for the region's public transportation agency in its first 29 years, meaning he was the founder of this. In his first 29 years, and chaired the board as chairman for 12. His work in transportation was so transformative that in 2011, at our alma mater, because he was also at Aztec, the Metropolitan Transit System honored his legacy by renaming the San Diego State University Transit Center as the Leon Williams Station. Now, every time someone steps onto that platform, they are standing on the foundation of his vision and commitment to his community, because he talked about this transportation process for a very long time. Even after leaving elected office, he continued to mentor young leaders, advocate for civil rights, and push for equitable policies. His presence was a reminder that true leadership is not about power, but leadership is all about service. The southeastern San Diego area, which he represented, which is my district, which is known as the 4th District, remains the heart of the Black political power in this region, a testament to his lasting impact and leadership. His dedication to equity and representation helped pave the way for future generation of Black leaders, many of whom now serve at every level of government. Today, we have Henry Foster, who represents the community of San Diego on the City Council. We have Monica Montgomery Stepp, who serves on the Board of Supervisors. We have Dr. Akilah Weber Pearson, who represents the district within the California State Senate. And you have me, who I'm honored to be here and to be a part of his lineage, who represent the 79th District. But this very neighborhood has also served as a launching pad for our very own California Secretary of State, Dr. Shirley Weber. So to further demonstrating the powerful legacy of Leon Williams, there are a few others that are also now holding elected offices throughout the city of San Diego. Today, we do more than remember Leon Williams, and they're holding some beautiful photos of him. We honor him by continuing the fight he has so boldly waged. His legacy is not just a chapter in history, his legacy is truly a call to action. He was a soft-spoken man, but a powerful one. Leon Williams did not just navigate the system, he challenged it. He redefined it, and he demanded justice where there was none. His impact stretched beyond San Diego, reaching all who dare to believe in equality, dignity, and future where power serves the people. Simply put, in the immortal words of Leon Williams, and he did say this quite often, together we can do more. So thank you to the members representing San Diego and to the Legislative Black Caucus for coming together with me to give an honorable farewell to my friend, mentor, Mr. Leon Lawson Williams. He was 102.
Thank you, Assemblymember Sharp Collins. Assemblymember Ward, you are recognized for your adjournment in memory.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also rise today in celebration of life of my constituent, the Honorable Leon Williams, who, as you heard, recently passed away at the awesome age of 102. And I'm grateful for my neighbor and our colleague from San Diego for articulating many of his personal and professional accomplishments. All those accolades are completely true. And I wanted to share some of my own personal reflections with Mr. Williams because his reach was regional. He was a trailblazer and an example for so many. As you heard, he served as the first Black San Diego City Council member of San Diego, where he also sought and served as the chair of our Metropolitan Transit District. He was the first Black county supervisor, where he also sought and became the president of the California Association of Counties. And he was a lifelong civic leader. Breaking those barriers, as you heard, made it impossible for so many others to be able to serve. Mr. Williams played a significant role in revitalizing our downtown and Southeast San Diego neighborhoods. He led by his values and his integrity, operating always with grace, with strength, and a belief of what was right. He battled racism throughout his entire adulthood. When he came to San Diego in 1941 to serve in the Army Corps of Engineers, he was denied entry to the Hotel Pickwick, where the bellman told him, "We don't serve your kind." So he stayed with the couch, on the couch of a friend. He was only among a handful of Black students admitted to then San Diego State College that decade. And he became, as you heard, the first Black homeowner in the Golden Hill neighborhood at a time when the area was redlined north of State Route 94 and restricted to whites only because of the help of a bank loan in honor of his military service. And even as a sitting council member, he was sitting in his car in Balboa Park reviewing council agenda materials and was approached by a police officer with a gun drawn, demanding to know what he was doing in that neighborhood. Now, when I was serving on San Diego City Council in 2017, I was privileged to have had my first nomination for an honorary street naming afforded to him by establishing Leon Williams Drive to the block of E Street where he bought that home and where he lived until his passing. In 2019, our county, in reflection of his character and accomplishment, established the Leon L. Williams Human Relations Commission to promote positive human relations, respect, and the integrity of every individual, regardless of gender, religion, culture, ethnicity, sexual orientation, age, or citizenship status, quote unquote. He is survived, of course, by his sister and 3 brothers, as well as 10 children and a host of great-grandchildren, great-grandchildren, nieces, and nephews. And I want to thank you, Mr. Williams, for setting a strong example of civic life for others to follow in your model. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Assemblymember Ward. Assemblymember Borner, you are recognized for your adjournment in memory.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. Today I rise to join my colleagues to adjourn in the memory of former San Diego City Council member and County Supervisor Leon Williams, a trailblazer, a civic leader, and in the very definition of a dedicated public servant. Leon Williams saw California as the land of opportunity. His family moved from Oklahoma to Bakersfield, and in 1941 he made his way to San Diego, where he served with the Army Corps of Engineers. He broke barriers. He was the first Black homeowner, as we've heard, in the East Street neighborhood. He was accomplished, becoming the first Black man to serve on the San Diego City Council and County Supervisors, president of the California Associations of Counties, and board member of the National Association of Counties. His work earned him the title of Mr. San Diego, and at 100 years old, San Diego County honored him with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Leon Williams will forever be a part of San Diego's history. His legacy of service, leadership, and perseverance will live on for generations to come. Please join me and my colleagues in adjourning in his memory. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblymember Borner. Assemblymember Patel, you are recognized for your adjournment in memory.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I rise to not only remember Leon Williams, but to celebrate the powerful legacy that he leaves behind, a legacy that continues to shape San Diego and inspire generations to come. Leon Williams was a man of firsts, as we heard, the first Black City Council member of San Diego, the first Black County Supervisor, but his impact goes far beyond these historic milestones. Described by my fellow assembly members from San Diego, his enduring legacy lies in the values he championed: inclusion, opportunity, and justice for all. His dedication to public service transformed our city in profound ways. He was a driving force behind the development of public transportation, ensuring the San Diego trolleys served diverse communities and created greater accessibility for all residents. The San Diego State University trolley station that bears his name is a reminder of his vision for a more connected city. Beyond infrastructure, his leadership paved the way for economic growth and urban renewal, particularly in historically unserved neighborhoods. His efforts in community development continue to create opportunities for small businesses and families to thrive. But perhaps his greatest legacy is the example he set. The example of perseverance in the face of adversity, of using one's voice to uplift others, and of believing that progress is not just possible, but it's necessary. His work opened doors for future leaders, ensuring that San Diego continues moving toward a future built on equity and inclusion. Leon Williams may no longer be with us, but his impact will be felt for generations. It's now our responsibility to carry his vision forward, to build a community that reflects his unwavering commitment to justice and opportunity for all. And with that, I would like to adjourn in his memory. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblymember Patel. Members, and to the family of Leon Williams, let us observe a moment of silence to honor this trailblazing, historic Californian. Members, please bring the name to the desk to be printed in the journal. All requests to adjourn in memory will be deemed read and printed in the journal.